Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Real quick, when I say live, what I mean is that I'm recording myself right now in real time, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time. In other words, I don't know what's coming next. So if you are looking for a video where the person's doing a trade recap or talking to you with hindsight in their favor, this won't be a video for you. But if you are open to the idea of an unscripted, raw, nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader and how day trading can play out, then I'm confident you'll find some value here in the video. So I will go ahead and pause the recording software for now, and I'll be back at the open. Okay, watching 51.35 here on Roku for a potential short. Nice. Okay, got filled on the back test. See if we can get a breakdown below 51. Again, I'm in at 51.35. I'm short, meaning I want prices to go down. So if you're a beginner, believe it or not, you can make money in the market when prices go down, and that is known as shorting or being short. So would love to see this thing drop below 51. All right, hopping out there, hesitating too much, and as I look over here at my current favorite stock, Tesla, what a move this thing is all of a sudden experiencing. So maybe a better opportunity here, as Roku was just not behaving, and you can see I played that one right, because now you look at Roku and up it went. So the power of level twos. What are level twos? That right there. These. Are they a perfect? No, no such thing as a perfect tool, but are they worth learning? Absolutely. And they just they helped me out there in a very, very, very big way. So played that one just right. Now, let me be very clear. Did I know that it was going to move up that much? No, I did not know that. And level twos did not make me know, or did not point that out. If that was the case, I would have just bought. But I am saying that the level twos helped me out to know that, yeah, things weren't just quite behaving right. And then you had Tesla, which made it easier to just move on for that one. I'm still interested in Roku if it wants to come back down. But like I said, Tesla is the one that right now is pretty fascinating. All right, I will go ahead and pause the software for now. All right, interested in 52 as a potential short, but first this thing has to get up closer to 52.50. Secondary area would be 51.65 as a short. So a couple different choices, 52 or 51.65, but got to see how the price behaves. So watching 51.65 very closely here. And at 51.72. So let's see if we can get some movement here to the downside now. Let's see what it wants to do. $51.50 really going to be that key break. But we'll see if it even can get down to there in the first place. Definitely a jumpy one, so you got to give these a little bit of space, but also you don't want to give them too much space. But let's see what else this one wants to do. Again, 51.50 going to be that key breakdown point. Big bid there on level twos. Let's see if it can chew down through it. So took out some there for a small little loss, just because I don't want to take a max loss now if this thing does bounce, which seems possible that it could bounce, but I could be wrong, which is why I still have 350 shares. But let's see if it does want to come down or not. Again, I did take a loss on those 150 shares, a very minimal loss, but that was just for position sizing control. Because at this point, I do still believe it wants to come down, but I'm not quite as confident. Therefore, reduce my risk via position size. That way, if it does bounce, I'm not going to be taking as big of a loss. And once again, 5150 holds strong. But yeah, if I can get 5150 to break, that should be very, very solid here. But will it break is the question. Knocking on the door again. Okay, there's the break. Can we get some continuation now? Took off another 100 just because that was a very, very weak break. So still have 250 shares left, but I mean, I was looking for a very, very violent move, and it just did not happen. So took off another 100 shares there. And just like that. Did I take a lot? Yep, took a loss on those shares. All right, so I made like 40 some bucks on that one, but as you can see, it bounced back up on me, no continuation. So I had to just take what it gave, and I mean, do I want to try again? Maybe I should just be done with Roku. This one is getting very, very difficult. We already saw that difficulty here where I took it and totally snapped back up here. Once again, took it, got the move, and now it seemingly is there it goes. Look at that. Second time. Well, I guess I'll try to look at the glasses half full. I'm glad I caught both these live on video, so that's cool from a learning lesson standpoint that, yeah, sometimes this is the type of market you're going to be in. A very, very tricky market. So once again, level twos, help me out a whole lot here. Learn level twos. Second time now where it helped me to get out for a profit right before the stock behaved and snapped back up. Now, yeah, this thing could come back down, but really? Are you really going to hold through that? Again, I was short, so for a beginner, are you really? Because right now, if I was short, I'd be down. And yeah, I realized it could come down, but at the same time, it could go up. Trading is a little bit harder when you look over here and you don't know what's coming next, right? Trading's easy when you look that way and you can see what already happened. But when you have to look to the right, boy, oh boy, trading certainly becomes a whole lot harder at that point. So that's the question is, yeah, you could be right. Well, I would just be holding, Clay. I would be holding because it's going to come back down. And maybe you're right. But you have to acknowledge maybe this thing is about to keep on bouncing here and that loss just gets bigger and bigger as it keeps rising more. Again, being short, prices that are going up right now is a bad thing. Yeah. I don't know. I know the potential is there. Roku, I've traded it before. The potential is there, but we now have quite a bit of a track record here of it just behaving very, very trickily. And I'm pretty sure I just invented that word. But yeah, what a tricky stock. And I'm glad, like I said, that I caught it twice now. But when you hear people say, that one was pretty tricky. This one is definitely a tricky stock because I completely understand how some people could have taken losses on it. Gone short, had to get stopped out. Gone short, beautiful setup, and then all of a sudden had to get stopped out. But sometimes that's just how stocks are. I'm almost interested again at 52.50. It can get up there, break through there, but because again, it's snapping up in the upward direction, but it's also made some pretty quick moves back to the downside. All right, I'll pause. All right, I'm going to go ahead and potentially get short here at 157.50 on Nvidia. And 157.50 had the total wrong order typed in. I'm keeping an eye on the SPY. Okay, in at 157.50 on Nvidia. Let's see if this thing wants to continue on with its channel and head back down to the 157-ish area. Or just reverse around on me. Well, this is about to potentially be a very quick and... Oh, I chose so poorly. There goes Tesla down. And Nvidia is going up, doing the exact different than the market. Ever been there before where you're debating between two stocks and then you pick the wrong one? I've been there. I'm there right now. It's not quite game over, but I'd be feeling a lot better if I was in Tesla right now. Knocking on the door of being game over, but not quite there. We'll see. See if the market can get a breakdown here. Ideally help me out. Come on, market. Break down. This is what I'm watching. If we can get the market to keep coming down, that should help me. There we go. Come on, keep coming down, market. Help me out here. Good. That was for risk mitigation, as I explained earlier. This time the risk mitigation was actually for a small win. Remember the previous trade, it was for a small loss. Come on, keep coming down. See, the market's bouncing a little bit though, which is why I'm going to take a few more off. Whoops, just went long. Oh, and that trade didn't work either. Well, it worked, but not. Actually, I'm gonna take that back. That was a good trade. I'm glad I trusted the market on that one because it made me just stick with it and caused me to not to panic out. So that was, again, the market was watching that, trusted, believed that the market would break down. That would help me out. And it did break down. You saw it, which helped me out on the trade. But because it had gone against me so much, was not able to really maximize that. However, I'm actually pretty happy with how I played that because... Sorry, again, this is live, so I don't mean to do the awkward silences, but I'm analyzing why I'm talking to you at the same time. So again, truly is live. So, but I'd like to think I'm not a totally awkward person, but sometimes I am not that talented to do a deep dive mental scan and analysis while I talk to you. And as I still watch Nvidia, how did I end up on? Oh yeah, this popped up on my. Nvidia still may come down, but. And this is Tesla, with the one I was thinking about picking. I did not pick. You can see got a very, very nice move down right there. But again, it's starting to snap back up. And even on Nvidia, you can see same general story. Got the move down, now bouncing back up. And you know what? When this is the story, look, that's 3 now. That is 3. So when this is the story, I've learned over my years of trading to just be done. If this is a story, be done, because this is just way too difficult of a market. Look at that, way too difficult of a market to be trading in. And you know, to think about that, I took 3 good setups, and all 3 went in my favor, kind of, and then as you saw, snapped right back in my face. And that's a story I don't want to be a part of. So when you see this type of story as a trader, just be done. I know trading can be fun. I know it's exciting. I get that. I totally hear you, but it can also be a nightmare and it can be a horror story. And this has got horror story written all over it. Look at this. Unbelievable. So yes, when you notice that this is the story of just the general market as a whole and as the stocks you're trading, just be done, come back the next day. So that's all I have for you. I'll take it 30 minutes. I don't know many places in the market where in 30 minutes you can make $140. So I'll be grateful for it, especially given the context of the day. But yeah, I never go up to somebody that makes a minimum wage and say, geez, I made $140 in 30 minutes. I'm not very happy about it. That would make me a very detached, ungrateful, greedy savage. So yes, would I like to have been more? Of course. Would I like to have some of these trades actually given me follow through? Of course. But sometimes this is a story, as you've seen, and I've said it many times now, but I'll say it one more time. When you see this as a story, just be done. So if you enjoy these live trade videos, hit that like button, leave a simple comment down below. Everybody, thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good one. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.